Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava, and today I'm going to bring you my yearly wrap up and my yearly book haul. We have a lot to go through. Whew! Not looking forward to this video at all. As some of you may know, if you've seen any of my previous videos, the COVID pandemic really hit me hard and affected me and impacted my life in certain ways. And as a result of that, I just wasn't doing much reading. I just wasn't in the mood to read. I had too much on my plate, too many things going on to really sit down and concentrate on a book. Now, I started many books in 2020 that I would start them, put them down, try and pick up another book. I started many books in 2020 that I just never finished reading. And I didn't DNF those books. I just could not focus because I had all these other things going on. So I didn't read many books in 2020. I typically tend not to read many books. Normal range of books for me to read is anywhere between 35 and 48 a year. So I typically am not a huge reader of books. I love books, but I just don't read hundreds of books in 1 year. I usually read a book a week, and that's about 48 books. But I didn't even do that. And so I'm not really upset about that because I don't really base a good reading year off of how many books I've read. It has more to do with the quality of the books that I read more than anything. Now, I read 45 books this year, but the majority of those books were children's books. Not just because I love children's books or because I'm a mom and I read children's books to my children, but also because of school. I'm going to school to be a preschool teacher, and so that requires me to read a lot of children's books. And so the majority of the books that you are going to hear me talk about are children's books. I didn't manage to read many adult or young adult books. First, I'm going to show you guys all the books I read in the year of 2020. I'm just going to tell you the titles of those books and my star rating. FYI, I did not rate any of the children's books, and I barely rated any books on Goodreads. I would just mark that it was finished. I didn't really go through and rate each book, but I did rate them on my own paper. So I'm going to go through, tell you the titles of the books I read, the star rating. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of stats because based on the type of reading year I had, I don't have much information to give you statistic-wise. So with that being said, let me quickly explain my star rating system to you, and then we'll get into the books. 1 star means that I hated that book. 2 stars means it was okay. 3 stars means I'm stuck in the middle, that this book was neutral. Basically, it was a good book. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. 4 stars means I really like the book. And 5 stars means I fucking love the book. All right, and so I'm not going to be going through some long explanation about what each of these books are about. This video is going to be long enough, and I'm going to do these by month. In January, I read Unspeakable Things. I gave this one 4 stars, and I'm looking down at my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I also read Black Book of Poems. I gave this one 3 stars. And I read When She Returned, and I gave that one 4 stars. In the month of February, I read The Lucky Ones, 5 stars. Bingo Love, 3 stars. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, 5 stars. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer 2, Issue 2 or Volume 2, 5 stars. Binti, 4 stars. Cut and Run, 5 stars. Your Black Friend and Other Strangers, 5 stars. And then the rest were all children's books. Harry and Walter, The Proud is Blue, Maddie's Fridge, Gittu's or Jittu's Journey, Yuko Shan and the Daruma Dao. God, am I saying that right? Light in the Darkness, Jerome by Heart, Stella Brings the Family, Who Was Martin Luther King Jr., Drawn Together, We Came to America, I Am Jazz, Where's Buddha? I didn't finish any books in the month of March. In April, I read The Stillwater Girls and I gave that one 4 stars. In May, I finished I Am Watching You, 3 stars, and 5 Feet Apart, 5 stars. In June, I read Let's Talk About Love, 4 stars. I didn't finish any books in the month of July. In the month of August, I read Becoming, and I didn't rate that one because I don't rate like memoirs and things of that nature. I didn't finish any books in the month of September. October is the month that I'm pissed about because I had so many books planned to read for the month of October. If you watch my October TBR, you will see October was the hardest month for me as far as the way my life was impacted. I wasn't getting unemployment, and at this point in time, money was starting to run out. I wasn't working, of course. I hadn't worked in months because of the pandemic, and I was facing homelessness and a bunch of other things. So October came and punched me in the face, and I didn't want to read anything. But I did manage to finish some shorter books that were on my October TBR, which were The Mist, 5 stars, The Tent, 4 stars, Sour Candy, 4 stars, and Blanky, 5 stars. I didn't finish any books in the month of November. And in December, I read all children's books as part of a huge final project that I had for school. And those books were Jacob's New Dress, Mama's Nightingale, A Story of Immigration and Separation, My Language, Your Language, In a Village by the Sea, A Thirst for Home, A Story of Water Across the World, Why Johnny Doesn't Flap, NT is Okay, When Grandpa Gives You a Toolbox, Mango, Abuela, and Me, Yo Soy Muslim, Layla's Lunchbox, A Ramadan Story, The Truth About Grandparents, Jack Not Jackie, and is it pronounced Sulway or Solway? Sulway, Sulway, Sulway. That's how you say it. Sulway. Is it Sulway? Sulway. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that wraps up all the books I read in 2020. Now let's look at all the books I acquired throughout the year. Now, it's a lot. So I'm not going to go in my shelves and pull out all those books because I wasn't posting consistently on YouTube. There are no monthly book hauls. And so I decided to just save it to the end of the year and just do a yearly book haul. I don't want to ever fucking do this again because I tend to get a lot of books, or people give me a lot of books. I have a list here too. Yeah, get ready. I did pull down a select few, I think one from each month of books that I hauled to hold up and show. And instead of reading the synopsis or boring you guys about what the book is about, I'm gonna read like the first sentence or first section of that book instead. I'm just gonna read off the titles of the books that I hauled throughout the year, and every once in a while I'll show you guys one and read the first line. Because I'm not pulling all those books off the shelves, I'll insert pictures. So let's get to it. Believe it or not, in the month of January, I did not acquire any books. In February, I bought Bingo Love. My parents found out that I like girls and they kicked me out. Can I stay with you, Elle? Of course you can. I am truly sorry that your parents kicked you out. I've been where you are, honey, but it was even worse in my day. In March, I was given some books, and one of them was In My Girls I Trust. The other was Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, and Magnus Chase, Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer. I think that's the first book in that series. And then I also bought, I think I bought some of these. Lies You Never Told Me, Hair Love, The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding, Roseblood, Some Places More Than Others, and The Forgotten Girl. Chapter 1. Iris's nightmares terrified her. That's all they give me for the first sentence. I didn't buy any books in April. I didn't acquire any books in April. In May, I have American Street, Baby Teeth, Hannah. Maybe the machine could see the words she never spoke. Maybe they blazed in her bones. Maybe if the people in the white coats blew up the pictures, they'd see her thoughts, mapped like mountains and railroad tracks across her ghostly skull. Darius the Great is not okay. Slay, Crown of Feathers, Children of the Dark, Summerland, Parable of the Sower, Onyx and Ivory, The 10th Girl, Wicked Saints, Paper and Fire, Sawkill Girls, Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock, The Hunger, In the House, in the Dark, in the Woods, Fever Dream, Binti the Night Masquerade, Piecing Me Together, Sour Candy, The Tent. In June, we have Felix Ever After, The One, Blanky, Such a Fun Age, The Last Time I Lied, Here Comes the Sun, The Stars and the Blackness Between Them, Let's Talk About Love, and Black Girl Unlimited. Lesson 1, Building the Perfect Shell. My mother is a wizard. Wizards can freeze time and sit on ceilings. In July, we have Mexican Gothic, Pride, The Poet X, The Bells, Clap When You Land, and Bird Box 1. Mallory stands in the kitchen thinking. Her hands are damp. She is trembling. She taps her toe nervously on the cracked-tiled floor. It is early. The sun is probably only peeking above the horizon. Pet, Wool, The Black Flamingo, Lock Every Door, Skyward, The Chalk Man, The Demonologist, The Extraordinary Life of Ed and Lorraine Warren, My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich, The Shining. Is it de-evolution or devolution? I just can't figure out how to pronounce this because I thought de-evolution had 2 E's. And A Step into the Rain wraps up July. In August, we have Calling My Name, Saga Volume 4, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. What you looking at me for? I didn't come to stay. I hadn't so much forgot as I couldn't bring myself to remember. Other things were more important. What you looking at me for? I didn't come to stay. I'm Not Dying With You Tonight, and All Boys Aren't Blue. In September, we have The Dark Artifice. Is it The Dark Artifices or The Dark Artifices? I can't read for somebody who's supposed to be a reader. The Dark Artifices. Artifices? Artifices? Book 2. We also have I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Binti, Home, My Soul to Keep, When No One Is Watching, Prologue, Sydney, History is Fucking Wild. Last fall, on a night when my ass was getting well acquainted with the uncomfortable guest chair in Mommy's hospital room, I'd numbly tapped and swiped my way to an article about a place called Black America. Real Men Knit, Giovanni's Room, and An Unkindness of Ghosts wraps up September. In October, I have Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer 2, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer 3, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer 4. Clowned in a Cornfield, Prologue. Can you see me? Code yell over to them. He was standing on the south shore of the reservoir, barefoot and facing the water. He looked like he was thinking, but Janet knew better. The Stand, The Waking, Volume 2. For November, I have The Beauty That Remains, The Last House Guest, The Plus One Party. I almost went back for her when she didn't show, when she didn't answer her phone, when she didn't reply to my text. And finally, for December, I have The Chain, 1, Thursday, 7:55 a.m. She's sitting at the bus stop, checking the likes on her Instagram feed, and doesn't even notice the man with the gun until he's almost next to her. 2 Can Keep a Secret. And as a Christmas present, I was given The Rage of Dragons by one of my Bookstagram friends. If you're watching this, thank you so much. Even though I already told you thank you again. Of the books that I did read, my favorite books of 2020 were the first 2 issues of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, 5 Feet Apart, The Mist, and Soul Away. So that is it, guys. That concludes my yearly wrap up and my yearly book haul. As you can see, that was a lot of books to go through, and inserting the pictures is not going to be any fun at all. Hopefully I can get my January TBR out to you guys soon as well. I've already started reading. I started reading January 2nd. So I've already started reading new books for the new year, but I just haven't done a TBR video yet because I'm still working on decorating my my new TBR wheel. So yeah, I've finished 1 book already. I'm reading 2 more, and I just got another book from one of my YouTube subscribers. Hi there. And I'm gonna add that one to my TBR for the month of January as well. So far, I've been in good spirits. And so when I'm happy and I'm in good spirits and I'm in a good mood, I will read. So, yeah, that's how it's going. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I will see you in my next one if I don't have anything else to say. Do I? Yes. Like and subscribe, you know. Hit that button, hit that bell. And comment down below. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.